I will bring a white paper and draw a big dark question mark on it. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Well, I'll think of something new every day.
Yes.
Something new.
Don't let us hold you back. You just do that.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, we started streaming on YouTube, trying to get all digital and interactive and stuff, you know.
You guys have a jig here, man. This thing is stuck in my brain.
Yeah, because of this, everybody that wants to advertise now or sell a product, they want it to be a song. Like everybody wants to do a song now. Everybody wants a song. That's the follow in this country. It kills me. I want that guy because I do this content creation thing. So the requests I'm getting from clients now, Rotus, it has to be a song. Make it a song. I'm like, come on now. Is that the only way you can sell your stuff, man? Oh.
Nigerians like to dance. I don't know why you're complaining.
But everybody wants to do it now. Everybody.
Been that way. Studio silence, guys. Mics are up.
Market movement. Business Express on Smooth 98.1 in association with Stanbic.
And we have moved straight into Business Express. Good morning, Lagos. In the studio with me, as usual, I've got Rotus. Good morning, Rotus.
Good morning, Folu. Good morning, everybody out there.
Fantastic. You're not feeling like dancing this morning, Rotus? No?
Oh, well, the rain had me dancing, so don't worry. I'm moving around.
Lagos, just as we jump into the Express 15 Minutes of Business, do remember to send in your comments and questions. First of all, up on our YouTube channel. We are streaming live. Hello to everybody on YouTube. Just go to youtube.com/smooth981FM Lagos and use the hashtag Business Express 981 if you want to tweet at us or send in messages to our WhatsApp number, which is 0809 444 0981.
Thank you. We have Dele Akintola of Stanbic IBTC in the studio with us. Dele, good morning.
Good morning.
All right. Of course, Dele, of course, is in charge of equity sales, yes?
Equity sales.
Excellent. All right, real quick. So the markets, we opened up May yesterday up by 0.09%, so still very marginal performance yesterday. 41,306 points. Market cap is at 14.96 trillion naira. So far this year, we're up by 8%, 23 gainers, 15 losers. 11 PLC, that's a fuel distributor. They were the top gainer yesterday, up by 9.5%. Dangote Flour Mills down by 9.4%. Top loser, we're at 362 naira to the dollar. So, Dele, I want to bring you into a little back and forth we had with our listeners yesterday on the bedrock of Nigeria's economy.
And it was on Twitter too.
Yeah, did you see that tweet from Prof?
The tweets,
our regular listener Prof came at me on Twitter as well. But I want to tie it in with this headline. So Nigeria's unemployment and poverty rates increased in 2017. This is from the World Bank. And I just want to read this quote, Dele, and then throw this to you. So they talked about how unemployment and poverty have rose in 2017. They said the rates of unemployment and underemployment increased in 2017 and poverty is estimated to have increased slightly. GDP growth in 2018 is expected to hover just over 2%, largely oil sector driven. So Dele, where how do you see all this as far as between agriculture, oil, blah blah blah?
I think it's fair to say that we've had a recession last year, so it's been a tough sort of 18 to 24 months. We're coming out of that cycle, so I would say that the worst is over. Largely, if there's a recession, there's clearly going to be casualties where people lose their jobs. Things are tougher, businesses are not moving. So I would agree with the headline. However, I think that as we have oil price north of $70 today, inflation is trending downwards. Reserves are currently inching closer to 50 billion. I think that the macro backdrop is improving. And that will spur growth as we go along. I mean, if I look at my Twitter, my LinkedIn feed, I've seen people change jobs. Clearly there's something going on in the job market.
Okay.
We're probably not there yet, but it's still a fragile recovery, but it will happen.
I know these people leaving their jobs to go and farm.
Well, I've seen quite a number of my friends actually. I actually have a friend who's into hydroponics right now.
Okay.
Please, for the layman, let's just go back. Hydroponics.
Well, it's basically artificial farming, and effectively he's growing tomatoes.
Fantastic.
He's going to cucumber, cabbage.
And he does this full time?
No, not full time.
Okay.
Effectively, this is an ex-investment banker who today is looking at farming. So I have pockets of people like that who are doing the same thing.
Okay. All right.
I know a few people who went into rice myself.
Yeah.
Quite
Full time?
actually.
Full-time?
No, along
Okay.
with property. But you know, in Nigeria, there's no one full-time anything. Excuse
Well,
me.
yeah, good point.
We're enterprising youth. You know.
Speaking of youth, what was the poll? 75 million naira. Dele, what are we seeing with this deal? What happened here?
Well, so I do feel is owned by the Tolerant Perspective, right? In this business.
I see, and they've been very successful. What's going on here as far as our, I don't know if we'll touch too much on the discrepancy in numbers, but I mean the deal that I heard about was that I think the Tata Group was going to be a distributor for John Deere, which is a tractor manufacturer. What I read a couple days ago was that they said they were going to lease and deliver 300 tractors to Nigeria over the next 2 years. Dangote is saying 10,000. I mean, is that something we should be worried about now? The discrepancy in figures.
Are we questioning Dangote to buy 10,000? I think he can.
Yeah.
Snapping his fingers. So.
By the way, speaking of snapping like Thanos, have you seen Infinity War yet?
I have.
Oh, good. Yeah,
just respect yourself.
Every day is a Thanos reference.
No.
He has an interest in this, right? That's the Dangote, as far as the tractor and the.
I imagine he does.
Yeah.
Dangote is a man of his words, a man who puts his money where his mouth is. So I really don't see why not. And the number we're talking about here is 20 billion to buy 10,000.
10,000 of them.
Yeah, it's something. It'll keep me awake at night.
What about impacts? Do you think that's? I mean, the numbers. If you look at as far as how many people are in the farming business and where we need to go with mechanized farming, you think that number, the 10,000? Yeah.
It doesn't solve our problem, but you know,
it's
just drops of water.
Right. Make an ocean.
Exactly.
All right. Let's look at your recommendation here for Okomu oil. You guys, you sounded kind of bullish here in your analysis, based on their Q1 performance. You like Okomu?
I mean, Okomu. I mean, that space, that Greek space, is something I like. I think generally, the supply of palm today is only meeting just 50% of the market size. Right. So demand is greater than supply. That's the simple base case in that sector. But when we think of the first quarter numbers, you know, the numbers basically blew our estimates out of the water.
Right.
So effectively, when we think that the second quarter is typically their stronger quarter, we think that on a run rate basis, you know, Okomu is bound to beat our estimates, which was obviously the reason why the analysts decided to upgrade the numbers and increase our target price to north of 100.
Yeah, I know, because they're, even though the crude palm oil, the price went down, they still, it was volume driven as far as their revenues.
You can tell that they were able to drive volumes, able to gain market share, and obviously able to contain. They're trying to contain costs, and obviously I think the story for Prescott and Okomu is over the next few years is to invest more in more plantations,
right?
Because clearly there is still a deficit, and I like a stray in Nigeria where we're self-sufficient in terms of palm, and you can actually put in those protections like you've done in the cement space, where we're self-sufficient when it comes to palm oil production and oil production. So
long term, that would be something to invest in as far as where to put your money. As far as
we are bullish on this.
All right, so the Lagos, of course, you know the drill. There's a disclaimer, you know, before you listen to any advice here, of course, do consult a broker like Stanbic, yeah, and then before you make before you make any decisions to buy or sell a stock. Okay, real quick, about a minute here. This is from PENGASSAN. Force IOCs to build refineries. PENGASSAN tells the federal government. This is coming from this is their May Day message. Their president, Olabode Johnson, said there should be a legal framework which should compel IOCs to build refineries. Dele, what do you think about this? I'm
not really I guess the word force, it's not something I live by.
Right.
I think if building a refinery was a compelling investment case, people will be jumping into it.
Right.
Clearly there's still subsidies on petroleum products, so clearly that's been a very difficult one to justify the investment. We've had Dangote is today building probably the largest refinery in Africa, probably in the world, 650,000 barrels a day. So we're looking forward to that project coming on stream and effectively being able to meet local demand and also obviously give opportunity for exports to neighboring countries as well in West Africa.
All right, we'll see how that goes. Yeah, go ahead.
On that note, we're pretty much done. Final message in from Henry Manuel. He says, Uncle Dangote, please buy the tractors. To rent one for 1 day is currently 80k, and I know because my mom said one. So Uncle, please buy.
Thank you for that message. Dele, Akintola, Stanbic, I say thank you for joining us today. Appreciate it.
Dele, thank you very much for coming in. Lagos, do stay with us, because coming up next, it's Frankly Speaking with Muyiwa Afolabi, and then at 7:30, we go into detailed newspaper analysis inside of Freshly Pressed. Good morning.
All right. I think that's the rush off there.